Morning, good day, good evening. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world and Saturday solutions. I'm Katie, and I'm very excited to have you here. As you can tell, this is a reading of many decks, many cards, and each one has a specific message and reason for being where it's at. I will explain to you as I go along. This is a non-political card reading, although sometimes, because it is about our lives, it's about what we go through in our current situation, what we want, our hopes and dreams, and what is in our way. Basically, so through all that, we will find solutions. And that's the whole point of this reading, is for us to find personal strength, inspiration, creativity, and solutions. Okay? I welcome you here. I welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. This is for entertainment purposes only. So why don't we get started? Best way for me to do this is to explain to you as I go what the cards mean, the positions, and I just need to explain to you, we're looking at the 4 directions. This is the cross right here. This is the main body of our reading. All the rest of the ones on the outside here, they are peripheral messages for us, okay? Obviously, they're on the periphery. Sorry. Anyway, these 4 cards here, well, there's more than 4. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6 cards here, are both by Colette Baird-Reed. We have our current situation, which is the Mystical Shaman deck. We have, then this is in the sunset position. Let me just really confuse y'all, okay? Sunset, sunrise. This is west, east, south, valley, north, mountain. These are our obstacles. Is it something deep we have to build a bridge across or find a way around? Or is it a mountain that we've got to climb or go through or blow out of the water? Okay? These 2 cards are by Denise Linn. And when I get to them, I will tell you what they are. The rest of the cards, I'm through jimmer-jammering. I want to know what these 3 are saying. There are 3 cards in our current position. This is our sunset. This is the end of the day. This is where we're at, you guys. And there's 3 cards here. So let's see what these 3 cards have to say. First card, we're just going to, Spirit just said go from top to bottom. The Wind card. Wow. Yeah, and it started out, I'll tell you, unless all of these are upside down. It was upside down. No, it was upside down. First of all, it's a 9 card. 6 and 3 is 9. It's a card of talking about attainment, fulfillment, and fruition. But it's upside down. Things are going our way, but why don't we feel like we are attaining something we've been working hard for? Could it be because things are just starting to go our way? Or is it because we feel like there's so much hot air coming at us that it's hard to find our peace and quiet? Turn it off. Turn off the machines. you need to take time for yourself in the quiet, go sit in your backyard, or if you need to get away with the sounds, like you live in a city and there's leaf blowers and cars and dogs and all those city noises, go to the park. Go somewhere where you can find peace and quiet. If that even means going to a church and sitting in the sanctuary all by yourself. Whether you are religious or not, find a temple, find a church. Spirit is there. Okay? You need to calm down. Now look, we've got... I'm looking at the falcon here. We're getting information coming at us so quickly that it's really, really scary. It's scary to a lot of people. Let's turn this around so you can actually look at the picture. It's enlightening in our eyes, but it is really hard to keep that smile on our face and the positive attitude. I'm looking at this card as also the winds of time. This is a shaman woman here. And she's kind of playing with it. I don't know if it's a distortion of air or just energy. It is, I am assuming her hand is back here and this hand here. And she's using that. And it's producing this light coming out of her. And it's coming out of the ground as well as, in other words, like her feet. Because when this card is upright, this woman is very grounded, and it's not draining for her to send out positive energy and be enlightening to other people because she's pulling it up from the ground. It's the earth's energy. She is basically shuttling it, or just the vessel. When this is the upright. But in the reverse, it's talking about winds, destructive winds. Weather. It's also got boundaries over here in the corner. You see that? It's like a fence or something there. And yes, still it is the winds of time. But everything is kind of upside down in the energies. Because if you are spiritual and you are on a spiritual walk, you are knowing that since this last Lionsgate and new moon, we had the full moon, we had Lionsgate, and we had the new moon. All three of those has got energies going every direction. That is because we are in three densities at the same time. The veil is so thin, and we are so close to closure in the cycle, to transformation, to the next density, the next dimension. Right now, we're in the third dimension, which is where we've always been, kind of is our home. We're in the fifth dimension. Sorry, we're in the fourth dimension. I skipped one. We're in the fourth dimension as well, because part of us is evolving, and part of us has already evolved. So that part of us is in the fifth dimension. And you can be standing in all three at the same time because, according to quantum physics, dimensions stack on top of each other, as these cards do. And you stand in between, not on the plane, you are in them all. Your awareness is not, however. Wow. So what's the next card that we need to know? Look at that card. This heart's upside down, but this heart's right side up. Their points point to each other. They meet in the center here, in the third eye of this high priestess shaman. This woman is most definitely revered. She is a crone, and her sage wisdom is also considered a considerable type of maybe witchcraft. This medicine woman is so old, she cannot remember when she started, and she doesn't even think about when she stops. She's calling to us, she's talking to us, she's telling us what we must do to keep our freedom, to keep our lives, and to make everything better, to grow in a way that makes this planet, this existence, better for all. See the one? This is the card of new beginnings, card of potential, and a card of opportunity. And that is where we are right now. So quit worrying about the winds of time and all that hot air that's out there, the information that's coming at you that's hard to believe. Some of it you're going to think is not true, and it is. You're going to think, oh, come on. They weren't that bad. They were. They were. Wow. This card is telling us we need to listen to and contact our ancient ancestors. Veil is thin right now. It's pretty easy to talk to the ancient people. It's easy to talk to your ancestors, those people that you're descended from. They've seen a lot of this as well. And worse, much, much worse. My goodness. Spread these back out again here. I'm going to put the winds of time, the winds of time, the winds of change. The ancient ones with their opportunities. And finally, we are on a vision quest. We are on a vision quest, and it's coming in with this super moon, the full moon we have at the end of the month. You are to complete your vision quest by the end of the month. It's going to change you. That moon is going to have a massive change. There's a download in that moon for all of us. I got this loud and clear. This is a card. It's a number 6 card. It's a card of harmony. It's a card of cooperation. It's a card of healing. And that is all the things we are desperately needing. So here we have, I'll hold this up beside it so we can also see the ancient ones as well. We have the winds of change. The winds of change are here. They're bringing it in, whether you want to deal with it or not. If you don't want to deal with it, it's going to blow you away. So contact your ancestors. When you meditate, or if you don't meditate, start meditating. Contact your ancestors. Contact any ancient one that is good and kind, that can have answers maybe for you. They're there waiting for you to call for them. And when you do this will be when you are in your vision quest that is going to be starting immediately. Whether you go find the quiet that I told you to go to here. I didn't tell you that. Spirit told you, find quiet. If you got to get out of the city, find quiet. Then contact the ancient ones to send you on the vision quest. And this must be done immediately because time is running out. This vision quest must be completed. To get the download that we are supposed to get, this vision quest must be completed by the end of the month. And it may take every single day that's left of this month to be the actual quest. That's where we're at. That is where the sun is setting. That is the time that is running out. Now let's take a look and see who we want to be with this. This is quite the heavy-duty energy. No wonder we feel like we're going everywhere. Yeah, no wonder we feel like we're going in all directions. The lost compass. We need to find our compass and get back to our integrity. It's nice being focused on ourselves and ourselves growing and what our needs are. But there's a lot of folks out there that don't understand what we do understand. There's a lot of folks out there who are lost, who are scared, who have no idea what to believe now, and who have no idea the seriousness of this loss of integrity has had on all of us as a country. So, our goal, our sunrise, tomorrow is bringing back that lost compass, and it's getting us back to integrity. That's where we want to be. That's our goals. That's our dreams. And that's what we want to accomplish. That's the action we want, and that's where our mastery lies. Getting grounded and finding your direction. That's what this reading is supposed to help you do. Find your direction. I'll put this out here. Sorry, dragonfly. Now, we need a roadmap to know how to get from this, all of this, the winds of time, talking to the ancestors and being on our vision quest, to getting back to our integrity. This is what the vision quest is going to bring you. Is the opportunity to get back on track, get your mastery in works, in an alignment and an organized, so you get your integrity back. And I think that fits for us as a country as well. We are working very hard to get our integrity with the rest of the world back. Now, I pulled the map card. How do we get there? This is a lot over here that we are going through and that we have to go through, that we are asking for to get our integrity back. But you know, integrity is so very, very important. It is not something that should come and go like the winds of time. And the map for this reading, how we get there, we rescue ourselves. We don't wait for somebody else, a lover, a government agency, a friend, You have all the power. It's inside your core. This is to remind you it's a constant flow. What comes in and goes out. Here is the rainbow of everything, the rainbow of harmony, the rainbow of everything coming in, going through the soil, feeds the trees because it's feeding the mycelium. It's feeding all of this growing up here by the dwelling. And then as it finishes, it flows out of the core and back down. Now this foolish person over here thinks this person needs to be rescued. Unfortunately, this person doesn't understand that, first of all, they can't get to this person down here. They're way too high. They have to drop the balloon low enough to get to this person, this woman. Not all women need rescuing, gentlemen. By you lowering your standards to think you need to rescue all women, by all means, offer to rescue her. But you don't have to be the knight in shining armor every single time a woman is in distress. Give her a chance. Because you don't know whether she's in distress or it's a part of what she is here for. You don't know what her path is any more than she knows yours. So you have to lower things to get to her, to rescue her. And then what do? Boom! You run into an obstacle. The mountain, the hill, the mound, whatever. You get low enough to get to her. You can't get high enough to get up over that again. You're either going to hit the tower or you're going to hit the mountain itself. Or even possibly the roof of the house. But you're not going to be able to get her. She's heavy too. So it's going to make it even harder. The idea here is do not assume everyone that looks a little bit frail may need your rescuing. Offer your hand. Let them tell you yes or no by taking that hand. If you do that, it will feed you both. Wow. Quit looking for a rescue. And our awareness. We want abundance. We are so focused on abundance. Let me move this over here. Move this guy out here. Move these all over. This got to go out here. Got too much stuff. All these little jars are getting charged by spiritual energy, in case you're wondering. I'm getting ready to make a project with all of these. These are chakra stones in the little jars. Like this one's rose quartz. Carnelian. Fluorite. Okay? Lapis. These are natural stones. Anyway, that's why they're cluttering everything up. Back to the reading. I am sorry I'm digressing. This rescue. Our awareness to be able to ground ourselves, get back our integrity, is not to be so focused on all that glitters. That shiny money. Take your mask off. Be authentic. Be real. Take a chance. It may not be the image that you wanted to portray, but I believe that there are those of us out there that are having a difficulty, even though we're spiritual, manifesting the money we used to be able to manifest, doing what I'm doing right here. Check your priorities. Where's your ego? Where is your ego? Is your ego focused on how accurate you are? Or is your ego focused on getting the message out? And is your ego focused on, yeah, I told you that? Or is it focused on the message? See, I'm going to hold this card up. Look how much this mask changes a person's face. This just hides. And here's that beautiful face, all natural and in spiritual flow in the light of Source. It is so much brighter than all of this gold and material gold down here. Our awareness has got to be that so many people and organizations have a mask on. We have to be aware enough. We have to use all of our clairs. If you've got more than one, are you clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient? You have to be able to look at things through more than just these eyes. And if you have on a mask, see, it's even decorated in that spot. Look at that. If you have on a mask, your third eye's blocked. And that's your awareness. To be able to rescue yourself, you got to take that Band-Aid off your third eye. So that means you got to take your mask off. Start being who you really are. How do you know who you really are? Good question. You can do that through shadow work. You can do that through meditation, which is a part of shadow work. There's a lot of ways that you can find out who you really are. But you have to do it with spirit as well. It's not something you do by yourself, all alone. What gives you joy? What gives you absolute, unadulterated, childhood-like giggles and joy? Get your heartbeat going. Just makes you feel real good all over. Hello, what are you doing when that happens? Maybe that's your passion. Maybe that's your purpose. Maybe you should look a little deeper into that and quit trying to say, oh, you're just being silly and being the practical adult. Enlightenment can come from a child out of the mouths of babes. Done there. I'm looking at the numbers on these cards. This is a 16 and this is a 16. 7 and 7. Both cards are about control. Both cards are about reflection. And both cards are about assessing your situation. So here we've got the winds of time telling us we're running out of time. Contact the ancient ones to help guide you because you're getting ready to go on a vision quest, whether you want to or not. And the vision quest must be completed by the full moon at the end of the month. The blue moon full moon at the end of the month. That is when our lost compass will no longer be lost. It will be found, will be spinning, will be accurate, and it will give us our integrity back. Focus on control, reflection, and assessment. That's our path. That's our path to back having integrity in our lives again. Oh, does that sound so good to me? Oh, that sounds so wonderful. So after all of that, we'll put this guy right in the middle there. After that, what chakra do we have blocked? This is the Kaleidodope Swatches of Chakra deck by Crystal Banner. Seriously. Our psychic abilities are being blocked. That's why we got to do the vision quest. Okie dokie. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of taken a little bit back because this reading is very much about our third eye. I mean, take your mask off. It's blocking your third eye. Vision quest. You need your third eye to do a vision quest to completely see everything and to communicate with the ancient ones. You have to be able to look at the ancient one you're looking at. Look here. The heart over her third eye that points towards her open chakra heart. It's kind of upside down, but it's all right because right over her actual physical third eye is where the two are pointing. It's where the energy is being directed. It's in seeing with clarity because we are going on a vision quest. This we have to have spinning, grounded, and balanced. This is your intuition. This is your inner wisdom. This is your consciousness and your awareness. When it's balanced, you have clarity of insight. You have really strong intuition. You have emotional balance. Doesn't matter if the energies are all over the place. Because when your third eye is balanced, you're not feeling that energy. It's going around you and bypassing you. Because you're very self-aware. You see what's going on around you and how it is affecting you. You see it all with great, clear clarity. You're seeing it also with your imagination. Because if you do not use your imagination with the information that's going to be coming to you from this vision quest, you're going to get scared and you might shut down. And if you shut down, you cannot complete you cannot complete your vision quest to get your compass back. And I don't know about you. I'm going to recognize those signs and symbols. I want to notice patterns and I want clear vision because I want my compass back. I want everybody, all of us back to have our integrity back. Right now, it's just like a word. And for years, you didn't even hardly hear that word uttered. During one pregnancy. Wow, was that a slip? During one presidency, we hardly heard that word being used because it didn't fit. It wasn't something people strived for. My great-grandfather was a man of his word, and if you weren't a man of your word, you didn't have any integrity, he had no use for you. He's quoted in the Arizona Republic. He was a pioneer in the state of Arizona. He's quoted in the newspaper, the Arizona Republic, saying, "A man who is not worth his word should be shot." He's an interesting fellow. Anyway, when this is out of balance, see if this sounds familiar to you. Your chakra, the third eye chakra being out of balance. Are you feeling cynical? Kind of closed-minded, like, no, this is the way I was raised. This is the way it's always going to be for me. Hello. Everything's changing. Feeling anxiety? Your heart pounding out of your chest? And are you feeling paranoid? Like maybe you need to really watch what everybody's doing? How do you do that? It's because you're confused. And I don't blame you. I understand why you're confused. The information coming at you is crazy. coming at us is coming so fast, and it's depressing stuff. Pretty horrible stuff, some of it. So that has us rejecting what our gut is telling us, because we kind of want to hide. We kind of want to, not necessarily, hide is the wrong word. We're wanting to, we're being overly cautious. And we don't know who to trust as our neighbors, our family, our friends, our governments. And especially if you've been being fed misinformation and have no idea the truth is what the truth has been and is coming at you right now in huge volumes. I am so sorry. I feel my heart breaking for you. So don't reject your intuition. If your intuition and your gut is telling you yes, no, move, stay, talk, don't talk, you need to listen to that, but you can't hear it when your third eye is out of balance. When your third eye is out of balance, you're not hearing spirit because you're all in your ego. You're in fight or flight. So spirit's been stifled. It's louder than what's coming through from spirit. And you're out of touch with reality because you're being also judgmental. I have to say this because it's political, but with all these indictments and subpoenas and that we're going through now, that we're watching occur, it's hard to not be judgmental. This reading is warning us. We've got to be careful with that. You know, the old, I forget where it's at in the Bible, judge not, yet lest ye be judged. Be very careful. That is so very, very true. So how do we get back everything humming in balance again? Wear some labradorite. Pretty nice, pretty rock. Not a pretty crystal, nice, beautiful stone. I think of that as a stone of water. Labradorite, amethyst, amethyst. I don't have any sodalite up here, and I don't have any moonstone. Normally I have a moonstone ring, but I haven't been able to wear any metal for quite some time now. If I wear a metal necklace, it breaks. If I wear a chain, doesn't matter how big the chain is, it breaks. Every time. So I don't want to lose my pendants. I have some pretty pendants. Crazy. So I have to wear them on a cord. Luckily, I used to do I have a lot of paracord. So I have the microcord that I can put it on. Anyway, back to our reading. To fix this, to get yourself back in, I'm actually hearing from spirit, yes. Okay, we want our 369 affirmations. But one of them, either doing it with the 3 times, doing it 6 times, or doing it 9 times. One of those, you've got to go outside, take your shoes off, put your feet in the ground. Plant your feet on the ground, not the concrete, not the asphalt, the dirt or the grass. The natural ground, not the man-made ground. Okay? You pick which one. The 3, you do first thing in the morning. The 6, you do midday. So if you work somewhere that has, really pretty landscape grounds, go eat your lunch outside with your feet stuck in the dirt. Take your shoes off and put your feet in the dirt. And then say these affirmations 6 times. or before, as you're going to retire for the day. It's the end of your day, whether you're just retiring to relax and watch television, or whether you're actually retiring to go to bed. I want you to say it 9 times. You can put your feet outside and sit in the grass. Do that too. So you can either do it early in the morning, do your grounding, do it in the midday, while you do these affirmations. So the point is, you're going to do these affirmations three times a day. One of those 3 times, I want you to do a grounding for yourself by putting your feet on the ground. You don't have to meditate on it or anything. Just put your feet in the ground. Take your shoes off. You gotta have bare feet. Now, these affirmations I want you to talk about. I am intuitive and connect. I nurture my spirit. I listen to my deepest wisdom. I am open to inspiration and ideas. I am in touch with my inner guidance. You do that, the chakra will get back in balance. Things will make a lot more sense, and you will be calmer. You will not be as confused. Confusion makes us worry. I don't know about you. When I'm confused, I worry because I don't know if I'm prepared for what's coming, or if I need to prepare for what's coming, or if lately I've just been feeling it and going with it, because it's hard to prepare for anything like this. That's what it's teaching us. You don't always have to prepare ahead of time. Okay, next card we talk about is the Valley card. This is our message from Gaia as well. The obstacle of a valley can be bridged. If there's water in it, it can be floated through to the end, or swam through, or swam across. Or if it's just a creek in the bottom, you can wade across. Or if there is no creek and it is just a dry holler, as they call them. The dry valley, just a crevice, dry valley in the earth. Now they can be wide and shallow, or they can be very deep and steep. Deep and steep, I like that. So, this is from the Sacred Destiny deck by Denise Lynn. Sorry. Interesting that we just went through all that about the valley. Look how big this valley is. We're on this path right here. That's a big valley to cross. From up here, looking out there, can we do that? And look, there's another one, and another one. And on beyond that, is that a mountain? Or is that a mountain? Oh, this card is saying, start here, go down to here. Do what is needed here. Get back on the path. Keep going till you get to here. Stop. Do what you need to do. Go across, build a bridge, whatever, to get across this one. Don't go from here looking at, oh my God, how do I get here? And what is that back there? Because you won't even put a foot forward. Start making small steps. Put 1 foot forward until you get to the first valley. Valleys are very green for a reason. They can be very fulfilling and full of life. There's more shade in the valley. It's cooler in the valley. Unless you're in the desert, and then it doesn't matter because the sun is so intense. You have to get in the shade of a piece of the earth instead of a tree or a bush or something like that. So Gaia is saying that no matter what's coming ahead, it's going to not be easy for us. But as we look ahead at all the climate change and everything that is happening, if we look at it as though it is something we need to fear and something that we have no control over, which we have total control over, we'll be fine. Just keep going forward. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. This path that we're on right now is a sacred path of change. One that is going to prevent this Earth from becoming like the planet Mars. We are saving ourselves, our planet, and everything that lives on it right now. If anything kind of needs a rescue, it's Gaia. She's laughing at me. No, I guess rescue's the wrong word. You need compassion. She needs clairvoyance. She needs your compassion and love. Quit trying to use her up because you can, or because you have the right, or because you can afford it. Stop spending so much money on everything new. And when you do buy something new, is it something that you can take it to a repair shop or a repairman and have it fixed? We have got to stop this throwaway mentality, because what's going to end up happening is we're going to throw ourselves away. And this beautiful, magnificent blue planet we live on. Part of the vision quest is how to honor this planet. This vision quest is powerful. The next couple of weeks, you're going to learn a lot. So I hope you're ready. Don't be afraid of what you're going to learn. The vision quest is the idea, not getting to the end of the journey. That's even the meaning of the Fool card. It's the beginning of the journey. Are you going to dive off that cliff like a crazy fool? Or are you just going to embark on it by setting your foot off that cliff because you know you're going to be caught safely at the bottom? Thank you, Gaia. Yes, and a cliff is a part of the valley. And a cliff can be a magnificently huge obstacle. What's fascinating to me is a cliff is a part of both of these cards. Both directions. This is also a card of the South. This is the summer card. Summer and spring. It's warm. Things are growing. It's beautiful. This is a pretty wide valley and it has dips in it, so be prepared. Now our mountain card. This is from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, also by Denise Lynn, and we get the Spirit Guardian of Summer. Our mountain is to continue to expand and grow in yourself this summer. There's storms, there's crazy energies, too much heat, not enough heat, too much water, it's too dry. This summer is a summer of extremes, because this is a summer of expansion and change. And if you look at the number on the card, the 3 and the 7 down here, it's 10. Making the Spirit Guardian of Summer and her expansion or his expansion, the end of the cycle. It is the completion card, and it is telling us it is a time for renewal. There's a mountain back here in the background, but getting to it, we have a lot to do to get there. So don't worry about the north and the cold and the winter that is coming. Harvest the summer. Expand your awareness, expand your life, expand your joy, and expand your journey. And your awareness, your knowledge, and your abilities will expand with you. That's pretty simple, pretty basic. Don't have to worry about that so much, do we? So both of our obstacles are attainable. Neither one of them are ones that are going to hurt us any. They're not going to, they're not warnings. They're not, the death card or the tower card or whatever. They're about green and growing. We're not through. When we get through the vision quest, when this vision quest is done, we will have grown. We're not completely done, but talk about growing a lot. That's what these two cards are saying. The growth that has got to happen to get here. To get this new morning, this new beginning, these opportunities that are based on integrity and a true sense of direction. It's what we need. It's definitely what this reading is telling us. What is the message from Spirit, please? Obviously, it's important because we have a pink heart on that labradorite. Oh, we got our... This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. Sorry, I drew a blank for a minute. By Kyle Gray. Wow, last week we had the eagle over here. This card's Spirit's telling us you got to get up higher. Stop looking at things from your point of view. When you keep doing that, your perspective is limited. You have got to see things from a higher perspective where the whole big picture is much clearer. Then you will understand your position in it. And that's pretty much all that card is saying. Check your perspective. That is something that is easily changed. But it does take focus. Check your perspective. Don't you want clarity of vision? Don't you want to be able to make a snap decision like an eagle hunting? He doesn't. When he's dropping out of the sky at the speed he drops out of the sky, like the falcon over here in the wind card, both of those birds see so clearly. They have no doubts whether something is going to fulfill their needs or not. And if it doesn't fulfill their needs, they keep flying. They don't stop and try to make it fit. So, also I'm hearing a message from Spirit really loud and clear. Whoa! Mind your own business, people. Stop being so focused on what other people are thinking and doing and saying and what's happening around you. That way. It doesn't pertain to you. It's none of your damn business. So mind your own business. Wow. Okay. We've got a message. Since the moon is so prominent. Moon message, please. What's the moon message? Now this is from the Moon Magic Messages of the Moon by Stacy DeMarco deck. Look at that image of the moon. It's letting you know that even during the daytime, the moon has an influence on you. Never forget that. So if the full moon isn't occurring in your hemisphere during night, doesn't matter. Get your stuff out to charge. You got at least 24 hours. At least. Most full moons last longer than a day. So what's our message? I'm curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. Yes. That's what the Vision Quest is about. You're going on a vision quest about your true nature. Because we're all looking for understanding about ourselves. Once we have that understanding about ourselves, bingo, we will no longer have a lost compass and our integrity will be strong. Oh my goodness. Wow. I got goosebumps from this reading. Oh my gosh. What would you call the title for this reading? Don't be afraid. Find your integrity in the winds of change. I love it. Yes. So, our last little message from Spirit to help us. It's really a good one too. Something that we all struggle with, and some of us struggle with it harder than others. Please understand, depression lies. There's no circumstances that you cannot change, and there is no situation that is ever hopeless. And you're going, yeah, right, Katie. Yeah, right. I'm living on the streets. All I can do is entertain myself by watching through my phone. Because the government gives me my phone for free. But I don't have an address, and I am depressed. Where's my hope? Well, there's hope in the fact that you've got a cell phone and you've got cell service that you don't have to pay for or have someone else pay for. So you have a connection to help. You can reach out. When you are ready, you can reach out. When you're ready, you'll see how to reach out. Every circumstances, you can change aspects of it to make it better, to make it easier to deal with. So don't go feeling down in the dumps, and that down in the dumps is going to rule you, because that's a lie. That is your ego in fight or flight telling you you're not worthy and you're not good enough. And you all know, if you're my subscriber here, how much I tell you I love you and you're worthy and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here with me. The hole, if you weren't here, the hole that was left behind is a chasm. To be here, stay here. If you're new here, if you like this reading, give me a like and maybe tell someone else about it if you think that if it reminds you of someone who might need to hear it. So many things in this deck, in this reading. Oh my goodness, the mask, blocking our third eye. But the most important thing that we have to understand. So we're going on a vision quest about our true, because we're all curious about our true nature. We're looking for our purpose. We want to know who we are without all that other input from people and authorities, and it all came from those that we respected or feared. And we need to find ourselves in that. Once you do, you got your compass back, you got your integrity, you got your intuition, your psychic abilities will spin like you won't believe. So, for the next 2 weeks, focus on being in harmony and in cooperation and in healing, because you're on a vision quest. Whether it's your intention to be there or not is immaterial. What you learn from it, though, is not. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for watching this all the way through. I know it's a very long video. It usually is about an hour, and we're already over that. So I want to thank you for being here. Next week, no, it's not next week. Never mind. Thank you very much, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves, because if you don't do that, you can't take care of those you love. You can't be there and be strong for those you love. We're light workers, and we are the epitome of strength. But if you don't recharge when you need to, your light will be very, very dim. We need it bright. It's got to shine the way to a lot of us out here on our vision quest. We all going to be connecting to each other as we're going through this. So, yeah. You know, I think I may actually do a spontaneous live stream to talk about this between now and the end of the month. And of course, the very last Wednesday of the month, I do go live with my dear sweet friend, the Wolf Girl Oracle, Dolly. And this time we've decided less on the art, more on the cards, because of everything that's going on. So if you need card reading, come see us then. Subscribe so that you can get a free card reading. I love you all. Be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. If you can't be kind to the people around you, do not go out. Don't go be around people. Be aware of your energy and how it transfers to the people around you. Together, we thrive. Blessings. We'll see you next time. Bye now.